Providence campus, or it's College and Providence Hospital University. Well in front, or well in favor of the Pirates at this stage of the game early. And off the timeout, it would pretty much continue. At this stage of the game, the Panthers still without a field goal, as both of their points have come from the free throw line. The good opportunities for the Pirates on the offensive boards in which they take advantage. And Adam Kellum, who played probably the best game of his varsity career at the free throw line, knocking down a couple to give the Pirates a 9-point advantage. Mark Swain with a great defensive play from behind. Rather challenging stare from Britton Gill. Tom Kowaleski was not happy the way the first quarter was going with the foul situation. Pirates getting their 13th point of the game on the board here from Brian Bixler. 9 of those 13 points have come at the free throw line. And that would be the first field goal of the ball game for St. Mary's, make it a 13-4 contest. And at the other end, off the offensive boards, Brian Prunty would answer right back to build the lead back up to 11 at 15-4. You see this defense of the Pirates, the ever-present, in-your-face style of defense the Pirates use, really having an effect in the first period. Again, another opportunity because of offensive rebounding, and Mark Swain cashes in and makes the Panthers pay to the tune of 17-4. O'Neal with a couple of opportunities at the free throw line. Getting right in the vicinity, but not there, and the score remains at 17-4. All staying at the Panther end of the floor. Britton Gill from long range, giving the Panthers a bit of a sign of life. At this point down 17-7 with the three ball from outside. Even on the break, the Pirates getting a hand in the way of things. Make what would look like a pretty decent shot, getting an easy hoop. Not so easy. Hear the restlessness of the fans in the background, and you can see the frustration of Coach K. And it will be coming to a climax here in just a short while. personal foul. And here's where Coach K will have a little something to say and draw a technical foul. And Brian Prinny will just calmly go to the free throw line and get 2 free throws off the foul, then stay there and shoot a couple of technical foul shots, hit both of those, 4 quick ones at the line, and all of a sudden you have a 16-point ball game at 23-7. And of those 23 points that Perkins scored, 15 were at the free throw line. Game of the week brought to you in part by High Myler District Petroleum in Blimpie, Matthews Ford Lincoln Mercury, Firelands Community Hospital, BGSU Firelands, Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers, Harshauer Eye Center, Providence campus of Lourdes College, Providence Hospital School of Nursing. It'll be a 16-point first quarter bulge, which was the last thing almost anybody expected coming into this thing, with St. Mary's shooting very cold from the floor and Perkins shooting very well at the line. In the first quarter, 13 of 13 from the free throw line for the Pirates, of 13 of their 23 in the first period coming from the line. St. Mary's from the field in the first quarter was just 2 of 13, 2 of 6 at the free throw line. Pirates not shooting much better from the floor on 5 out of 16, but that perfect 13-point run at the free throw line telling a huge story. Pirates working that clock down toward the end of the quarter. And this ends up being a traveling violation on Prinny, which would give the ball back over to the Panthers with just a few seconds to go. The total first quarter of frustration as far as the blue and gold are concerned. Great first quarter for the Pirates. 16-point advantage at the end of the first quarter with the Pirates on top on your cable system game of the week from the Den.
It's a fact. If you're already a registered nurse, adding a bachelor's degree will open new doors in your nursing career. The Providence campus of Lourdes College has just what you need to open those doors. The RN to BSN program is designed for the working RN. It's a flexible program, just 1 day a week in small classes in the Providence campus in Sandusky. Open an exciting new chapter in your career. Call 800-878-3210 today.
The Citizens Banking Company, a real community bank, now with 7 locations to serve you. Downtown Sandusky, East Perkins Avenue, West Perkins Avenue, Hull Road in 250, Berlin Heights, the Huron IGA, and now on Cleveland Road in Huron. The Citizens Banking Company. For over 25 years, Universal Equipment's exceptional service has grown to meet the ever-changing needs of our customers. Be it equipment rental, power tools, party rental center, Universal Equipment Company, rentals, sales, service. Perkins Avenue, Sandusky.
Building your future, day by day, wherever you're going, you can get there. Follow your dreams and you're on your way. Looking forward to your future.
Casper, Buick, Pontiac, and GMC trucks. Cleveland Road, Sandusky. Autos Incorporated. See Bill Kohler for Armstrong Heating and Cooling Products. 625-6795. Remax Quality Realty. 627-1996. Shoney's Route 250 in Sandusky. Shoney's, America's Dinner Table. Sandusky Orthopedic Surgeons, Doctors Berry, Felter, and Wong. Look for our new location in the Firelands Professional Building, January 2000. Great pizza, great friends, great atmosphere. That tradition at Cameo continues. Just mention Cameo and everyone knows a good time will be had by all. And now Cameo's great pizza can be enjoyed in Norwalk at our new location. Cameo, Monroe Street in Sandusky. For the education you need in today's competitive workplace, EHOV Career Center is your answer. EHOV Career Center. Call today, 499-4663. EHOV Career Center. Advanced Health Physical Therapy now has 3 locations, Sandusky, Port Clinton, and Bellevue. Advanced Health is a preferred provider for most insurance companies and is Medicare and Medicaid certified. Physician referral required. Open extended hours and weekends as needed. The Castelia Banking Company would like to say good luck and congratulations to all the area athletes. We are a real community bank who has been providing all your banking needs for 94 years. Please stop and see us at 208 South Washington Street in Castelia.
Second quarter action from the Den, picking basically right up where the first quarter left off as the Pirates just continue to play awfully well. 25-7 their lead. And they're just all over the floor, just making life totally miserable as far as the Panther cause was concerned. Yeah, there's one of those neat little fouls 9 miles away from the basket that the officials would jump all over. (27-7) reads the scoreboard. Many of the whistles would come on penetrations move, and the Pirates did such a nice job of taking the ball to the basket all night long. They kept drawing foul after foul, and then of course anytime anyone would kind of reach for the ball right there like Kellum did, whether you made any contact or not, it was going to get a whistle. And it's just a pattern that wouldn't change all night long. St. Mary's wanting to play some man-to-man. You're some zone defense to slow the Pirates down. You almost can't do it when you're down by so much. Seiler scoring right there to build it back up to 29-9. But there's no way you can sit back in a zone defense when you fall that far behind. It kind of throws the old game plan right out the window. You really need a solid run to make some kind of dent in the lead like this, and the Panthers never really would get there all night long. The only string of points they put together was at the very end of the ball game when the issue was well beyond being decided. It's a little spin move to the hole by Gary Lawrence, and that being one of the few times that St. Mary's would put 4 points together. Game of the Week sponsors include the following: District Petroleum, Highmiler, and Blimpie. Matthews Ford, Lincoln Mercury. Firelands Community Hospital. BGSU Firelands. Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers. Harsher Hour, Eye Center, Providence Campus of Lourdes College, and Providence Hospital School of Nursing. Well, almost everybody right now is in the SBC race at the halfway point of the year as Mark Swain spins to the basket for an 18-point advantage. We got the top 6 teams in the conference within a game of each other. And the only two that I want to say they're even out of it would be Clyde and Margaretta down at the bottom at 2 and 5. And record-wise, they're certainly close enough, but there's just so many teams to have to go through at this point to feel like there's a legitimate shot there. Whaley adds a couple of free throws and a 20-point lead once again at 33-13. You watch carefully, and every trip up the floor almost seems like an adventure for St. Mary's as the Pirate defense just really came in focused and contested just about everything that St. Mary's did. It looks like we got a double team on the ball. Somebody's got to be open. Try and throw it down low to the person who looks open, and there's another hand there to steal it away. Time the Panthers on the break. The assist to Halleck and the bucket for Derek Matthews. To work on the offensive boards once again as Adam Kellum comes up with the putback. And we're talking defense again. Kellum to the line. In what would result here in a 21-point lead. With Adam hitting 1 out of 2. Out of room at the sidelines. Another reason the Pirates practiced, as TJ called it, at the University of Briar during the week. Go a little bit of a smaller court, and Bubba right there with a 3-point basket gives the Pirates their biggest lead of the first half at 22 points, 39-17. As onwards and onwards it goes. By halftime of this ball game, as far as the free throw line was concerned, in the first half alone there were 37 free throws in the first half. Take another look at the defensive work of the Pirates. Again, great feed from Prinny to Swain. And the Pirates lead it by 21. 63 total points scored in the first half. 27 of those points from the free throw line. So almost a third of the points in this ball game all scored while the clock was stopped, making for one of the longer ball games of the year. This is again where St. Mary's takes it through a double team. You'd think there'd be numbers. And again, the feed ahead, knocked away and out of bounds once again. An ever-present Pirate defensive squad. A hearty congratulations goes out to the officials. Always spent enough time on the radio kind of talking about what an ugly game it ended up being, and then through this one also. But big congratulations going out to the guys in stripes. They didn't call any fouls in the final minute 54 of this half. A job well done. Second quarter, Pirates outscoring the Panthers by a score of 19-14. 21 points is the lead at the break. 42-21 Pirates at halftime of the Cable Systems Game of the Week.
What are you in the mood for? Take a escape at It's unpredictable. This is definitely not everyday TV. When you're craving a movie, the Movie Channel satisfies. With 100% pure movies, 100% pure fun. Whatever you're in the mood to watch, it's on Showtime Unlimited.
Wouldn't it be great if every time you bought something you need, you'd get something you need?
Oh, thank you very much.
Or when you bought something you want, you'd get something you need.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Well, that's what happens when you use the Shell MasterCard from Chase. The more you use it, the more free Shell gasoline you earn. And there's no limit to the amount you can earn. Back again, huh? The Shell MasterCard from Chase.
Visit your locally owned and operated Sandusky and Huron Shell stations for your free gas.
Damon's, the place for ribs, on the bay at Battery Park. Vantage Health Plan, 621-9858. Wagner Quarries, Sandusky. Window Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, established in 1959. Marconi's in Huron, the area's finest Italian restaurant. Gilbert Heating, Cooling, and Air Conditioning. The service company, Gilbert.
Tonight's halftime is brought to you by Providence Hospital School of Nursing and Providence campus of Lourdes College.
Providence campus of Lourdes College, Providence Hospital School of Nursing with halftime.
Ohio's first and finest ski area. Call the Snow Line at 1-800-332-SNOW for snow conditions. Snow Trails, Possum Run Road, just off Route 13 in Mansfield. Golf in the country at Wasicott Golf Course, Mason Road, just south of Sandusky. And don't forget our sister course, Green Hills and Clyde. Visit Maze Studios in downtown Sandusky for your next portrait occasion. Creative senior portraits, unique storytelling in children's images, family portraits, from casual to formal, elegant wedding images. Remember Maze Studios for award-winning excellence in photography.
Good luck to all area athletes from your friends at the Parshauer Eye Center.
BGSU Firelands College salutes the Perkins Pirates, the Oak Harbor Rockets, and the St. Paul Flyers. In athletics and education, being the best requires dedication and discipline. The right college education helps you to be your best for a lifetime. Whether it's one course, a workshop, or a 2-year, 4-year, or master's degree, the sky's the limit at BGSU Firelands College. Stop by and see for yourself. Spring open registration begins December 13th. We'll be waiting for you.
Back with third quarter action from the Den and our game of the week, which had a 42-21 halftime advantage for Perkins. And really at no juncture in the second half would St. Mary's make any kind of run at the Pirates until the last half of the fourth quarter, when St. Mary's scored, I want to say, the last 13 points of the ball game. It made the final score look a little more respectable, but for all intents and purposes, it was a 20-25 ball game, 25-point ball game throughout most of the second half. Adam Kellum scoring first. Changing ends of the floor didn't make a whole lot of difference as far as the results were concerned. Well, Brent Adams getting bit by the whistle bug of the officials also, which reared its ugly head again in the second half. You know, once in a while you see a play like that and you're thinking, how did they not call something there? It just seemed like almost everything was drawing whistles in this ball game. There we go. Steve Seiler with a couple of missed opportunities at the line. Keeping the Pirate lead at what at that point would be its biggest of the ball game, 23. But soon will be extended out to 25 thanks to the head fake basket by Adam Kellum. Patrick Phillips getting cut off by the towers underneath. That leaves the baseline jump shot for Gary Lawrence open. And Prinny answers that right back to keep the ball game at a 25-point spread. Phillips just wouldn't give up. Originally it looked like he got cut off by a double team, but still managed to squirt that thing up there and get her in. Game of the week sponsors include High Miler, District Petroleum, and Blimpie. Matthews Ford Lincoln Mercury, Firelands Community Hospital, BGSU Firelands, Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers, Parshauer Eye Center, Providence Campus of Lourdes College, and Providence Hospital School of Nursing. Thinking back to the way the JV ball game was in this one. Fans were on their feet, yelling and screaming and hollering, and ball game going right down to the final wire before the Panthers win it by 4 in overtime. We're thinking the enthusiasm generated by that one would carry over to the varsity game, and boy, what a time it would be. And it ended up being a very quiet night after the first few minutes of the ball game, with the point spread opening up early. Mike O'Neill, the last couple of ball games, a real plus for the Panthers off the bench, providing them with some real quality minutes and some good point production as well. Trading baskets back and forth leaves this ball game at 52-32 with 3.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Jeff Evans on the Panther bench, wishing to be out on the floor. It was this week where Jeff was supposedly, as of last week anyway, going to be undergoing some surgery on that wrist. And they thought that recovery time after having the surgical process taken care of could get it down to 6 weeks, which means there is a possibility that Jeff could come back by the end of the season, at least near the end of the season, and get ready for the tournament. That would be a big lift for the Panthers if indeed that would happen. But of course, we'll have to wait and see how that healing process takes place. There's no one who is more disappointed about sitting in that bench and just watching than Jeff. Maybe his mom. Disappointing when that happens in your senior year, where in the 7 games that Jeff played was averaging over 25 points per ball game. And you can see in a ball game like this where he would give St. Mary's a huge lift with the outside shooting that he was bringing to the table early on in the season. Oh yes, haven't heard that whistle for a while. When you look at fouls like the one that were just called, they had absolutely no effect on the ball game whatsoever. Just have to blow the whistle. This is the only time in this third quarter where the Panthers would have the lead under 20 points. It's at 56-38 after St. Mary's scores 6 of 8. We're down to the final few seconds, and Chad Whaley nails the final basket of the third quarter. Quarter in which the Panthers actually outscored the Pirates by 1, but the Pirates with things well in control, 58-38, heading home to our fourth quarter, the cable system game of the week. Stay with us.
What are you in the mood for? Take a risk and escape it all with Showtime. Edgy, Fearless, unpredictable. This is definitely not everyday TV. When you're craving a movie, the movie channel satisfies. With 100% pure movies, 100% pure fun. Whatever you're in the mood to watch, it's on Showtime Unlimited.
The Community at Parkview, a not-for-profit senior community featuring Parkview Place Elegant Retirement Living Apartments and Parkview Healthcare Center, a state-of-the-art nursing home with a specialized unit for people with Alzheimer's. Call today for a personal tour, 621-1900, located off Hall Road just south of Sandusky Mall. Good luck to all area athletes, family, and fans from Chet and Matt's Pizza on Strub Road. And don't forget our pizza and salad buffet, 11 to 2 every day but Saturday. Chet and Matt's Pizza. For delivery, call 626-6000. Margaritaville. Come and enjoy one of the area's most unique restaurants, Mexican-American cuisine. For great food and a great atmosphere, join us at Margaritaville. Open 7 days a week, 212 Fremont Avenue, west side of Sandusky. For all of your commercial and industrial construction needs, look to AV Lake Construction Company, serving our area for over 30 years, using quality Butler pre-engineered steel buildings with qualified and experienced personnel. Call AV Lake Construction Company at 626-1586 or 1-800-837-1586. Committed to building service. Ruth Realty, your local Coldwell banker, 626-9313. Ruth Realty. The Sandusky Paint Company, Sandusky's complete paint store. Cook Building Products, your local Anderson Service Network dealer, who offer quality Anderson products and the service support to go with them. Cook Building Products. The Sandusky Register for the best in prep coverage as well as the Browns. Worth reading every day, the Sandusky Register. Key Bank with 3 locations to serve you best. Holer Furnace and Sheet Metal, your local Bryant heating and cooling experts. Wallabies Grill, now open on Milan Road in Sandusky. Wallabies. Tonight's Game of the Week is being brought to you by Pierre's Quickprint, National City Bank, Door Chevrolet Oldsmobile, Corso's Cleveland Road Greenhouse, and Toff Funeral Home and Crematory.
Fan of the Week is brought to you by Par Shower Eye Center. Wow! Yeah!
There is not a Perkins person who can do that, I think, without doing a whoa at the end of it. There is your Par Shower Eye Center Fan of the Week, buried in the midst of proceedings in the den as we start fourth quarter action. Oh, yeah, whatever. One more quarter of basketball with the Pirates in control of things as we take you down to eye level to get a closer action of the whistles that are blowing here in this basketball game. We take another look at BGSU Firelands on the assist by Prenny and the basket by Kellum as the Pirates score first to build that lead up to 22 points. Derek Matthews showing some of that great leaping ability of his right there and cornering that rebound. Just kind of one of those nights where it wasn't meant to be as far as St. Mary's was concerned. The way this year has gone so far, obviously everybody in the running, but now this is going to be an interesting week coming up because you've got the 4 teams that are tied for second place battling it out against each other. So the pack is going to start thinning out a little bit as the second half of the season opens. And of course, Oak Harbor right now proving that they are the team that somebody is going to have to cool off as they've won 4 straight games to, at least for now, take the top spot. You've got St. Mary's playing against Huron. You've got Perkins playing against Edison. And those are the 4 teams that are locked up a half game behind. And of course, looming in the background of all of this is Port Clinton at 3-3. The Rockets and Redskins have played 1 less game than everyone else because they have yet to play their first round game. Due to the football playoffs, it was moved back Game of the Week brought to you in part by High Miler District Petroleum and Blimpie, by Matthews Ford Lincoln Mercury, Firelands Community Hospital, BGSU Firelands, Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers, Parshauer Eye Center, Providence Campus of Lawrence College, and Providence Hospital School of Nursing. Oak Harbor and Fort Clinton will be playing what was to be their first round game on the makeup date of Monday, January 31st. So many winter sports going on, and most of the gyms are pretty solidly booked throughout the wintertime. Hence, you end up with that game on a Monday night of all places. Here. I like the Chad Whaley show. Great feed down the floor from Brent Adams. Whaley to the hole with the basket and free throw. Building the lead back up to 25 points once again after the free throw goes in. Nice look from Adams, just getting the ball quickly down low to Seiler, who was open. And this right here would be the final point scored by the Pirates in the ball game. It opens up their biggest lead of the game at 27 points, 70-43. And the rest of the scoring in this game would be done by the Panthers, as they would finish with the last 13 points. But still falling 14 short as the Pirates start bringing players in off the bench. And Adam Kellum, wow. TJ told us in our pregame that he thought Adam was ready to break out and have himself a big game. And man, was he right on with that one. 16 points for Kellum, which by far was his best of the season. Britton Gill with a three right there, which would start the 13-point run of the Panthers to close this game. It's not a run that would have them anywhere near at one point or another, coming close to getting over the hump, as the clock just wouldn't allow them enough time for that. Pirates just swatting down shot after shot. They're finally gaining control back once again. There was Mike Alex sliding 12 feet down the floor with the ball, and we didn't get a whistle. So go figure that one out. That's it. The sign of the white flag had been finally waved by the officials as well. So the Panthers scoring the final 13 points of the game. Final ends up at 70-56. Pirates on top. It's Wendy's winner of the week, and there he is, Bob Kowalk of the Perkins Pirate cheering section tonight. Your Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers winner of the week.
Tonight's Play the Game is brought to you by Firelands Community Hospital.
Yes, sir. That tongue